Now, normally the Gambia doesn't get that much attention here on Global. It's a tiny sliver of country wedged in the middle of Senegal. But its decision to withdraw from the Commonwealth, the club of mainly former British colonies, has caused a stir. Well, Anne-Marie Tomczak is in the world's newsroom and can tell us more about the whys and wherefores of this decision. Anne-Marie.
John, the Gambia certainly has been getting a lot of attention on social media anyway. I've been looking at hundreds of comments today through the BBC Africa Facebook page and also on Twitter, and people who've been writing into us to the BBC website. And I'm joined by Lewis from Focus on Africa. And we're also joined by Mamadou from the BBC Afrique service, just to hear a little bit more about their thoughts on what's going on there. Lewis, you've been monitoring some of the comments today.
Yes, I have been on our BBC Africa Facebook page, and there's been an avalanche and overwhelming support for President Yahya Jammeh. And this is strange because for a greater part of the time our listeners and our Facebook commenters are vicious criticizing President Jammeh as a dictator. But interestingly, his decision now to pull out of the Commonwealth is being seen as being supportive, as being the right thing for them.
Let me give you one of those comments. One of them from Salvatore on Facebook says, "Gambia is so right. Let Africa be fully independent. Zimbabwe did the same thing in 2003. It's time now to make a full stop to colonialism. We must live in a real pan-Africanism." Now, you're from Zimbabwe. We'll get back to that in a second. But Mamadou, you lived in the Gambia as a journalist, and you know what it's like to live there.
Well, I lived there for a number of years, and I remember seeing people complaining about, harassment by the police, especially that powerful agency, which is the National Intelligence Agency, which is very powerful in the Gambia. Many people would not comment on political issues because they don't know where they would end up.
Well, there's certainly commenting on that today. Let's just give you one more comment that's in contrast to what we were talking about there. Mike in Bakau in Gambia says, "Another move from our esteemed dictator done out of spite." Ah well, the slope to a full dictatorship is a slippery one. So people aren't really holding back on social media.
OK, Anne-Marie, thank you very much indeed for that and the situation there in Gambia and its decision to pull out of the Commonwealth.